This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's third down, an opening drive of this conference championship game. QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Picks up the force and is still going. Quarterback in the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll be brought down. second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Nice grab. It's Jordan. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. And the game just good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
It's an out. The catch made. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
The Sooners look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Offense does a good job of being aggressive here, not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him.
This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. championship trophy. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. It's a bunch formation. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Finding space at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tied. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, the defense got out muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Wildcat doesn't get much that time, just a few in the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Here comes the fourth down play. Offense in the Wildcat. The defense on alert. Direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Sooners. Now here comes the point after attempt. It right through. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. He keeps it on the design run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Russell. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So fourth down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. At the 20. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
It's a cold night, and this offense is trying to come out, trying to find some kind of rhythm to get their quarterback going, but maybe underestimating the conditions and the speed of this defense.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Clean to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick throw to the left side. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He's running out of time here. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And it's a direct snap. Looking for the end zone. There's a lane. Touchdown, Sooners. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Design quarterback run. He gets loose. Here he goes. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. They were not going to catch him that time.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Direct snap. He's got room to run. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. With the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. An entertaining first quarter. Early fireworks as both offenses clearly showed up ready to play. You can see that in the stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. I'll give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Boy, I thought he might shake three there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Sooners will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here comes fourth down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. It's a blitz look here from the defense. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. He's got the first and still going. Breaks free over the right side. Hill and they chase him down. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Look out, room to run here. QB breaking away. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Bama.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. Is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. We've got some things to work out here. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Recovered by the kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
Oh, fumble on a kickoff. What a disaster. This is why a lot of coaches just prefer the fair catch now. It's worth it to start at the 25 without any risk.
Well, moments ago, backed up close to their own end zone. Now threatening with a 1st and goal. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the 1st quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short game. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of stick.
And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And the huge game is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Direct snap. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, tie. What a first half we got.
Chris, that is one way to make an impact play out of nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. My man had his track shoes on this play.
Extra point puts him in front by 1. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board.
That's the spin move. He's in the clear. Inside the 40, the 30, at the 20, inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Make the extra point and go up 6. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. QB keeper all the way. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Wideouts now clustered. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Important second down play coming up. He keeps it on a design run. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Direct snap. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the time runs out here in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Design quarterback run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Here's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it's a Wildcat look here to try to convert on 3rd down. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. And on 4th down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? And it's a direct snap. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Defense is coming after him. Pass rush against home. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
When you talk about blowing a play up, what a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass complete on a crosser. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember, last time, went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a quick grab. Running with purpose. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Right, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route, did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. With the catch, it's Washington. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
The offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on 4th down drives. On a flag before the snap, looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks free. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket, but can now make a play, and they sack him. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The back's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. To the air, it's Russell. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down, looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he stops short. Huge play by the defense on fourth down. They will take over protecting this lead. Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Or it's snapped to the back. Breaks into open space.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So second and short here, exactly what you want when you try to run the clock out and secure the victory. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. Less than 2 minutes from the conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Dropping back. It's Russell. Gets made on the out route. Touchdown! A strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, big touchdown here late in this game to give them a 7-point lead. Now the big question is, do you go for one or go for two potentially to make it a two-possession game?
The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Alabama.
And now the try for two. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. The two-point try makes it a 9-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Gets loose. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. So it's second and long at the 20. Looking to throw here. Running out of time in the pocket. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Makes the grab. It's Washington. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And they will try out the field goal team here. Oh, he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. It's always a special year, and after all the work he put in, you can call yourselves champions
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense will go on the attack first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Creates a little space. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illini. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hawkeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in this stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did, too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for us.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Calls his own number. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Back to pass, it's Dotson. Looking to buy time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So now it's second and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Keeps it and gets the first down. Turning it on. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback will keep it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Just going to keep it after the snap. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They want to run this quarterback. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal. Iowa.
Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The Fighting Illini facing a third and long to keep this drive alive. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the... There he goes! And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, and that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
And I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Hand off from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead, go with it. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Mahoney. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, fighting a run on it. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability, does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Dotson. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
Now on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now...
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind. Field stripe at the 40.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that 1st half. And getting a sack right away on the opening play of the 3rd quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels. start this drive from their own 2. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Dotson. Going for the big play. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mahoney. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mahoney. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has been... dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. We'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Toss sweep right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about
turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
Punts it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive moments.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Floating away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And I kind of like how back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This is a design run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? With jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
That's caught. It's Mahoney. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the grab.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late? Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tosses it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. They don't know how to control it. They don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss it. It's an incompletion.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're just trying to rub it in. He wants to go deep. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered.